face of fashion styling is sure to catch your prospect's eye and help you beat a path to his pocketbook. And behind this glamorous exterior is another sizzling sales story. Performance. When it comes to performance, it's what you can't see that counts. At the heart of the great performance of the B-58 Buick are the B-12,000 engine and two great DYNAFLOW transmissions, improved variable pitch DYNAFLOW and the all-new flight pitch DYNAFLOW. You can sell every one of the outstanding features of Buick's big 364 cubic inch vertical valve V8. Even its name tells a story of power and performance. 12,000 pounds of thrust on every piston every time a spark plug fires. The power-packed B-12,000 is the most advanced engine that can be built for today's gasolines. And that's a story of smooth, dependable power you can sell your prospects. Where does the B-12,000 get this dependability? It starts in the engine block, newly proportioned and strengthened to match the punch of compression ratios as high as 10 to 1. The modern over-square design of the big 4 1/8-inch bore and short 3.4-inch stroke gives the B-12,000 the pep of an antelope and the long life of an elephant. It's the most efficient engine for its size in the industry. Only 1 9/10 pounds for each of its 300 horsepower. And that's engineering you can sell in terms of economy with power and performance. Even the design of Buick's turbo dome piston adds power, creating turbulence in the burning fuel mixture to produce a clean, powerful thrust. Connecting rods are strengthened 3 ways for exceptional load-carrying capacity, and the sturdy forged steel crankshaft ensures smooth conversion of B-12,000 horsepower into road power. Designing for deep breathing is as important as designing for strength, and the B-12,000 engine is designed to breathe more deeply and fully than ever. The air cleaner intake reaches right out front for cool air drawn in by the new larger fan. Both the 2-barrel carburetor and the new quadrajet carburetor admit the right amount of gas and air to give the perfect mixture for maximum performance. To reduce vapor lock, the fuel pump is inverted and positioned away from hot engine surfaces. And fuel lines have been located as far as possible from heat sources, such as exhaust manifold and pipe. The B-12,000 engine breathes deeply through larger intake ports, and big exhaust ports instantly get rid of power-robbing gases to give Buick power with a punch. Machine-finished valve ports provide rapid intake and exhaust without vapor pockets that cut down power. Buick's exclusive vertical valve design makes the most effective use of valve-in-head principles with a minimum of moving parts. Add the large valve diameters and you have one of the big breathing reasons why the B-12,000 engine is the most spectacular performer in Buick's history. High, fast valve opening is provided by a new camshaft profile especially designed to power-pack the B-12,000 engine. Spectacular performance is locked into the B-12,000 with self-adjusting hydraulic valve lifters that ensure consistently quiet, permanently accurate valve action under any driving conditions year after year. The valve lifters are fed by a new high-capacity oil pump that lubricates the engine with even greater efficiency. Buick center-firing spark plugs assure even fuel combustion. And the hotter, more perfectly timed spark from the redesigned coil and distributor make the B-12,000 the industry's most efficient power plant. With all the power of Buick's great B-12,000 engine, it's a surprise to many that no engine vibration is felt in the car. That's the way Buick engineers planned it, with the nodal point mounting system that scientifically places thick rubber mounts at the points of least engine vibration. New in 1958 is center of percussion engine mounting that uses 4 points of mounting instead of 3. Center of percussion mounting is available only with flight pitch DYNAFLOW. Harmonic balancing of the engine itself helps further to ensure smooth, comfortable performance. Buick engines are vibration tuned to vibration frequencies different from the natural vibration frequencies of other major engine parts for even greater smoothness. All Buick engines are micro-balanced after assembly, in addition to conventional balancing of each individual part to further ensure vibration-free performance. It all adds up to a power plant without peer, Buick's great B12000 engine.
Two outstanding transmissions for 1958, improved variable pitch DYNAFLOW and all-new flight pitch DYNAFLOW, transmit B12000 power to Buick's rear wheels with incomparable smoothness. Variable pitch DYNAFLOW has won widespread popular acceptance since its introduction. Yet driving it is a brand new experience to the majority of Buick prospects. In fact, 90%, that's 9 out of every 10 people who buy cars in this country, have never had the thrilling experience of driving DYNAFLOW. So what are you waiting for? People who have driven 55, 56, or even 1957 Buicks are in for a surprise at the new, instantly responsive power of the great new DYNAFLOWs for 58. Variable pitch DYNAFLOW is unmatched by competitive drives, so to sell it, you should know it well. Basically, it consists of a converter pump, the first turbine, a fixed vane stator, the second turbine, and a variable pitch stator. The converter pump, driven by the engine, throws out a whirling flow of oil. The oil strikes the vanes of the first turbine, causing it to turn, just as a running stream turns a water wheel. This propelling force is multiplied and sent to the wheels, setting the car in motion. During initial acceleration, oil leaving the first turbine travels to a fixed vane stator that redirects it to the second turbine. Now both turbines are transmitting engine force to the wheels. As the first turbine increases in speed, the oil gradually changes direction, shifting from the front to the rear of the fixed vane stator, causing it to freewheel. By this time, the second turbine is taken over by itself, transmitting all the force from the engine to the wheels, and DYNAFLOW acts like a fluid coupling, transmitting power in a 1-to-1 ratio. The transition from one turbine to the other is so gradual that driver and passengers can't feel it. The variable pitch stator blades return the oil to the converter pump. When the variable pitch stator blades are at cruising pitch, the stator provides economical power at reduced engine speed. When the pitch is switched to high performance angle by flooring the accelerator, the blades provide an extra surge of power by increasing the oil return to the converter pump. These various stages of operation do not occur at any set speed. They automatically result from whatever speed and power are required from the car under any driving conditions. And that's why DYNAFLOW is so highly saleable. DYNAFLOW automatically, instantly, and smoothly adjusts itself to every driving demand. That's the DYNAFLOW principle. The big improvement in variable pitch DYNAFLOW for 58 is in the stator vane. Originally, it was designed with a starting angle of 4 degrees. Now it's been increased to an angle of 25 degrees. That means a bigger bite for power with punch right from a standing start. And when you switch the pitch by flooring the accelerator, you can show your prospects unrivaled automatic transmission passing power. Variable pitch DYNAFLOW for 1958 is a big jump ahead of competition.
Of course, the 58 spotlight is on flight pitch DYNAFLOW, an entirely new transmission design that adds still more to B12000 engine performance. Two important design innovations put flight pitch way out in front. The replacement of the fixed vane stator with a third turbine to transmit engine power to wheels still more effectively, and replacement of the two-position stator with an infinitely variable pitch stator with vanes that can take any angle in their arc of movement automatically, literally 1,000,000 different positions. The slightest change in pressure on the accelerator automatically adjusts the pitch to exactly the best angle for any driving condition. When starting, the engine drives the converter pump, and the flow of oil sets the first turbine in motion. The engine force is transmitted through the oil progressively through the 3 turbines, from one turbine to the next, multiplying the force directed to the wheels as car speed increases, each turbine operating most efficiently in its own speed-power range. When the third turbine is turning, B12,000 power is transmitted directly to the wheels with new efficiency and new economy. This new high efficiency of 3 turbines, combined with perfect control of the infinitely variable pitch stator, adds nimble new performance to Buick for 1958. Performance you can sell. For 1958, every DYNAFLOW unit will be built with a brand new front pump seal of leak-proof, wear-proof silicone rubber, and each unit will be subjected to a water test under high air pressure as a double check for oil tightness.
And you can sell the ease and safety of selecting the desired driving range of DYNAFLOW, too. The selector lever is in a natural location for easy use. You can keep your eyes on the road and your hand close to the steering wheel. The variable pitch DYNAFLOW selector panel has park, neutral, drive, low, and reverse positions, all placed in their most convenient relation to each other for daily driving. Flight pitch DYNAFLOW, standard on the Roadmaster and Limited series, has a new selector panel: park, reverse, neutral, drive, and G for grade. Because flight pitch DYNAFLOW is so highly efficient in every driving range, low is no longer necessary. In its place, Buick engineers have put a grade retarder, or transmission brake. When the selector lever is at G, a retarding force of oil is directed against the DYNAFLOW turbines for powerful braking down steep hills. The G position is a safety feature for braking only. You cannot accelerate in the G or grade position. You must return to drive to accelerate.
The one sure approach to selling either flight pitch or variable pitch DYNAFLOW is to make sure each prospect knows how DYNAFLOW performs now. The only way you can show your prospect how DYNAFLOW performs now is to give him a well-planned demonstration drive in a DYNAFLOW-equipped B-58 Buick. Then when you have shown him how it works, when you have him at the point where he hankers to drive, let him drive. Let your prospect find out the instant response of B12,000 power, how smoothly it surges through either DYNAFLOW without the distraction of upshift or downshift of other automatic transmissions.
That's the performance story for the new Airborne B-58 Buick. A twofold story that must be told. You have the most efficient power plant in the industry, the B12,000 engine, with the lowest weight to horsepower in any American production car. You have 2 great transmissions to sell, real Buick exclusives that offer the smoothest surge of all the power the B12,000 engine puts out. Together, they make the B-58 Buick the one big car that's really light on its feet, easy to handle, a pleasure to drive. Give your prospect the chance to see for himself. Demonstrate Buick's peak of power performance to keep the prospect behind the wheel of a Buick.